Okay, I've lined up all of my dice, I've cooked them, we're ready to rock and roll now.
Oh, I've been cooking.
Mom, come pick me up, I'm scared.
Okay. Where did we leave off? You guys were walking to Martyr and Almabena and Ariadani and Maud were walking to the courtyard, like the square in the middle of town.
They're gonna show up.
I think was running to his tent and then coming back.
Yeah, I'm on my way also.
You're on your way
just
back,
not
but are you with them?
No,
No,
just
you're
not
not
with.
with them.
But
Okay.
like, I'm gonna get there. Also.
Yeah, I don't think...
Clarification, it was to the fountain, correct?
Fountain Square, same thing.
Okay.
They're in the middle. You all are kind of walking up to this small sort of courtyard. It's the only part of Fiddleford that has like cobblestone that is actually made out with like effort, it seems. It's circular in shape and surrounded by like short stone walls with 2 openings for entrance. There's a humble fountain in the center and benches all along the walls. And there are a few bushes cultivated and maintained by the church. You see a halfling man dressed in finer clothes than most of the people here. He looks to be about his mid-40s. He's got peachy toned skin and light brown hair. His male patterned bald-centered head covered with a wispy comb-over. He is standing on a box on one end of the courtyard, giving instructions to a few Fiddleforians. Just outside the city square, you see a few horse-drawn carriages that have people loading with luggage, and you see a few different like family groups clearly helping them load up the carts, and a mother calming her crying child, who clearly does not want to leave home. Sad. Martyr and Almavena, the halfling man identifies you as soldiers and beckons you both over for instruction. You see him beckon.
Alavena approaches.
I nervously look over and then I shuffle my way to him. I do my little shuffle.
Hello, you two are soldiers, yes?
Yeah.
A nod.
Wonderful. You see those men over there by the carts? They are loading up all the luggage of the people to go to off the different directions. Would you be able to help them? The luggage is color-coded. There's a man over there who will be able to tell you what color means what and where you're going to put the luggage.
Yeah, sure.
Yes?
Why not?
Sure thing.
Alright, wonderful. So I assume you guys go over there?
Head over.
Great. You two are going over there. There's obvious piles of trunks, barrels, various luggage to be loaded onto the cart, just like kind of haphazard piles. They do have tags with people's names on them so people know how to identify. But what you're looking for is green, yellow, and purple kind of like ribbons, or those you're seeing. There's a couple men around who clearly know what they're doing. You may speak to them, or you can just fuck around and put them on carts.
Martyr will kind of approach the soldiers that are already kind of working on it, and in a very meek voice, just kind of, pardon me, gentlemen. We were sent over to help, and I want to know what you want us to do.
Oh, yeah. So the green ribbon ones, they're heading to Imamela NORAD. We just call it NORAD. And the yellow ones are heading to Babbledale. And then the purple ones, they're heading to Shayus Weiss. But they'll head to NORAD first because that's kind of on the way. But if you could load those up, the green carts, you could see there's like kind of a painted green cart. You know, they point at it. The green ones obviously put the green on the green, yellow on the yellow, purple on the purple. It's pretty easy. We make it kind of easy so that the townsfolk can also help if they need to. Yeah, so do that. You two look strong enough, so if you need help, let us know, I guess.
When they say that they look strong enough, Martyr kind of like looks at their noodle-ass looking arm and looks back at the guy and just goes, "Yeah, alright."
You two, or I guess it's just you. Yeah.
I don't know if this is necessary
Yeah.
information, but are the boxes like, is this like a one-person job or 2 people?
They're 2 people jobs. That's why you look strong enough, is because you're 2 grown adults who can lift luggage onto a cart. Ariadani and Maud are still kind of... Did you walk up with them and speak to the... You did.
If we're doing the party thing where 2 people are called over and the rest of us just kind of follow, then yeah. Maud, what are you doing?
Oh, I think Maud kind of, followed those 2 up, and then is, looking around, trying to find, Guckflip, and also looking for Jerry, to see if he's there too, because she knows that if he's there, because he's a big, strong, burly man, that maybe, well, obviously he could help.
Because you said that, and because you are looking for Jerry, you do see Jerry. He is actually just leaning up on the stone wall. You can tell he's been kind of going at it for about half an hour, and this man has been doing it alone, like he's been lifting them. So he's an older guy. He's not, meant to be lifting luggage all this time, but he's just like standing up against the wall. He's a little sweaty. He's just chilling. And he'll get back at it in a second.
Yeah, and who was it that was, the halfling, did you say? Who was talking to...
Yeah.
Who is that?
None of you guys asked his name.
Would I know?
Yeah, I'll say yeah, you probably have seen him depending on how long you've been here. You know him as Finton Heartbrush, the mayor of Fiddlepore.
I just spoke to the mayor.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I crumble.
He's like a 40-year-old man with a comb over. Why are you crumbling?
He's scared.
I have not met anyone in my goddamn life.
So Maud goes up to him and is like, hello there, Mayor Heartbrush. Me and this young lady here, we're gonna help you with the cart stuff.
Oh, yes, hello. Remind me of your name again.
Oh, my name is Maud. You can call me Maud.
You've been down, working with Jerry at the tavern, feeding the soldiers, yes?
Yes, I have been.
Yes, I try to keep track of these things. Yes, you can, just go over and help them load stuff on, although, are you sure you'll be able to? Like, physically, if you want, you can just help organize people and help people pack, maybe. We've got a couple...
Oh, no, I've got it. I am fit as a fiddle.
Oh, alright, I trust you. And Tiefling Miss, he's a little put off by Tiefling, by the way, I will let you know, but you seemed meek enough, he didn't give a fuck. But you are scary. And you also want to just help load up the carts, or?
I can go where I'm needed, if you need me somewhere else. That's not
that was
suggestive.
Yes, the carts would be great. Thank you.
Alright.
Come along, Ariadani. Let's go help these people.
Sure thing, love.
And then she grabs your hand and kind of leads you towards them.
Are there any loose things on the bags?
I knew you were going to ask this question, and I prepared for it. No, but there are definitely bags that, aren't locked.
Okay. If there's any, I don't know, shinies that can be easily pocketed, I will, but if not, then I'll just help.
These are people who are running away from war, and you're gonna pickpocket them?
Don't shame her.
Yeah, because it's fun. Are there any bags that have two different colors on them that look the same?
I'm gonna say yeah, I imagine there would be. There's probably limited retailers of, luggage in Fiddle 4. Are you gonna be doing this?
I'm not gonna do it a lot. I want to do at least 2 bags.
Okay.
Just swap the colors.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Send one place, send one
Yep.
the other.
Yes. I'll make it look so, I'm looking for, a man-looking bag, so I'm not, doing it to a child.
Oh, good. That's nice.
Make him roll.
Sure,
Roll for
yeah.
bullshit,
Let's do sleight of hand. Actually, I might have you roll instead of for sleight of hand, because it's not hard to untie a ribbon and retie a ribbon. I might actually have you roll for, stealth.
Yeah. Does one
because
of the
the
other
soldiers-
workers
Sure you don't
Yeah.
want it to be a sleight of hand, though?
Yeah, I want it to
I
be
feel
stealth. Sorry.
Okay.
I know sleight of... It's easy to undo a ribbon.
Oh, you're saying that because
yeah,
your
their
stealth
stealth
is
is way
worse.
16.
Okay, yeah, you did it successfully. You have successfully swapped... Did you just want to do to 1 or 2?
Yeah, 2 bags.
Traded.
Okay,
the
2
ribbon.
bags.
Can I
So,
do it
yeah.
once?
Can I
Okay,
see
do it
whether
once.
or not I notice her doing this?
Sure. Yeah, I think... What do you...
Perception.
roll the
Perception.
challenge perception? Yeah, beat a 16.
Yeah, and if you beat 16.
Okay, I got an 11 plus 6, 17.
Oh, you did get noticed.
So I think
Grandma's gonna beat your ass.
I think Maud doesn't say anything, but she quietly goes over and re-switches them.
Oh,
Darn it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to run your campaign. Maud should roll for stealth also to see if
yeah,
the soldiers
yeah. Roll for stealth also.
Because one of the soldiers might think, hey, you're switching them.
Okay, fine.
Okay, I'll-
fine.
okay.
I will say though, the soldiers will recognize Maud as a good doer.
True.
But
They'll believe her more
I
easily.
got an 11 plus 4, so 15.
15 was my DC in my head, so you did it. You successfully switched them back. Soldiers did not notice. Ronnie, you had something to say?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, upon seeing, the two other party members kind of approach, Martyr is going to be a little bit more confident and go, "Oh, hi, Maud. Hi, Ariadani. How are you?"
Oh, I'm doing good, hon. I'm doing good, Martyr. How are you, dear?
Me? I'm fine. I'm just loading luggage.
That's what we're all here for.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm doing great now. She, looks you up and down.
Martyr visibly buckles. And just kind of like, "Oh, you're too sweet. Thank you."
And with that buckling, Ariadani, you look up and hear a whistle noise, just like a man whistling at you. And you see on the tree line is Eli, the man that you had probably I think you just had left him probably half an hour ago, maybe 20 minutes.
I would have left while he was asleep.
Yeah. But he's leaning against a large tree, he's smiling at you, and he's beckoning you over.
He's beckoning me over?
Yeah, he is. Are you walking over there?
I didn't give him rough enough bumming. He's not. he's still interested. Damn.
Yeah, he's still in it. Sorry.
I need to just crumble that
Oh, and I will say
masculinity
he does look a bit disheveled. He got dressed quickly.
How far is he from the thing?
20 feet.
Okay, that's fine. I'll walk. Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a job now, love.
Oh, baby, come over here. Come here. And he grabs your hand. He's gonna try and pull you a little bit into the forest a little more.
Is there enough people doing shit?
Yeah.
Fine, whatever.
Okay, so he pulls you into the forest. You're probably... You get a distance away that they couldn't see you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Then you feel someone else walk up behind you and try and grab you. Can you roll a strength check for me?
Strength check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or strength or dex. You get dealer's choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with dex.
There you go.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So...
Cooking my dice, man.
Who you recognize as Eli's, person he was sitting with in the tavern. Yeah. Who I revealed to you after meta-wise that it's his brother, but you don't know that quite yet. Just tried to grab you. From behind.
Okay. That's not very
and,
cash money.
Clearly you didn't get grabbed, so I'm gonna get you to roll another strength check, and you have to beat a 17.
That's a natural 20.
Okay! So then you see Chadwick again try and shove you, at least to push you over, and he completely misses. He tumbles and falls, and that is... He just looks like an absolute fool. Mm-hmm. Eli will go, "Oh my god, bro, what the fuck?" And he'll pull out a knife and hold it at you and go, Where did you take the letter? I know you have it!
Would I have known who it was supposed to go to?
Yes, you read it. You wouldn't know... You don't know the general, but it addresses General Vostridren. So you know he's someone in the military.
You mean this one? Forgive me, love. You didn't seem very adamant on delivering it quickly. I thought, might as well have it on me if I'm traveling around the city.
So you didn't deliver it. Good. Oh, fuck. You see him relax, obviously, in that moment. You can give it to me. Give it, please.
You just tried to ambush me with this fucking imbecile and brandished a knife at me. What makes you think I'm going to cooperate?
Because that letter cannot get to Vostridgen's hands before tomorrow morning.
It seemed very important that it does get to his hands.
Maybe to some.
The standoff.
The standoff. So, please, or I will be forced to take further action.
Really? You think you can overpower me?
I'm certainly gonna try.
That's cute. See, considering your pathetic attempt at getting this back the wrong way, you could have just asked me, I would have given it to you, no problem. But you decided to do all of these theatrics and wasted my time and tried to
How am I supposed to trust an infernal bitch to help me out? So give me the letter.
I am raising my hand.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I watched them go off, and I am very nervous. Can I see where they went?
You can see they went into the forest, but if you want to find them, you'll have to go into the forest too.
I would like to go into the forest. I am uncomfortable with the energy in the room.
Okay, can you roll a perception check?
I can. Where is it?
Arrive.
Oh yeah, we'll say you arrived during this happening. You're
Dirty 20.
Here, but you're in the middle area.
Yeah.
Dirty 20. Okay, you hear their voices yelling. You hear Eli yell, of course, why would I trust an infernal bitch to help me?
Did we all hear this or just Ronnie?
Just Ronnie, because Martyr went into the forest.
Did they go? Then Elmabena would follow.
You would follow?
I thought you were asking them to roll a perception to see if they wanted to go.
No, they've
Elmabena
gone. So
would follow.
do you want to roll a perception as well? I mean,
Sure.
assume that if you're with
I'm
Ron,
with
that
Ron.
that you would also hear it, but as is D&D.
I think it's safe to assume that I'm also just like stacking fucking suitcases now too.
Yeah.
Can I roll perception, but like I'm not gonna follow them because I'm a good little boy and I'm stacking suitcases.
You can roll a perception.
Can I roll just to see if I hear anything?
Yeah,
you can give me like
that's gonna be
disadvantage
real.
on that.
Yeah, I'll give you disadvantage. The DC
Because like
is
I
gonna be
want a
little
reason to
higher.
go in the forest, but like roleplay wise, I don't. Both of those are bad. That's a 4.
Yeah, you don't roll. You don't hear anything. But we'll say that Elmabena just by virtue of being with Martyr will hear, and they'll both go. And sorry, Mon.
I was just gonna say, like, if I notice them going, like, leaving and being like, what are those youngsters doing?
I would say that at this point, you probably do notice. You definitely would notice Martyr and Elmabena, probably.
All right.
Like, before, you probably were like, oh, Ariadani's just going off doing her own thing. But now you're like, ooh, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, then I think I'm gonna turn to Guckflip and go, hey, these dudes seem to be skipping out of the work. You wanna come with me and check out what they're doing?
But there's still some cases we need to stack.
We have time. They might just be looking at all the wildlife that are in these beautiful forests.
True. I suppose that would be nice.
Yeah, let's go. I've been wanting to put some more flowers in my hat. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Aw.
Does this count as equipment? Does the letter count as equipment?
It'll be in your inventory. Like,
Okay.
yeah, so yes. Question?
Decided on my second cantrip, Druidcraft, and produce flame. It says I can produce flame in my hand, harms neither me nor my equipment. So to him, it looks like I'm burning it.
Mm-hmm.
But
but
I'm
it
not.
doesn't?
Ooh.
Oh.
So my hand is now on fire, essentially.
No, what? No! That's fine. That's fine.
Isn't this what you wanted?
You know what? I'll just forge a new one. Doesn't matter. It's fine. It doesn't need to get to him. It doesn't need to do anything. It just needs to look like I gave it to him. So it's fine.
What's your deal? She drops her cocky shit.
Is the cantrip still going?
Yeah, still going.
Oh, you just drops the... Oh.
Drops the cocky attitude.
What's your deal?
I asked you first.
It's not how the game works. So.
Right now, I've got something you want.
You've just burnt it, so...
Have I?
Don't actually have anything that I want.
Have I? Can I? It says I can also attack with it.
Okay. It's just an illusion though, right?
Although doing so ends the spell. So I would just, like, I'm basically going to flick it off and
Okay.
still have the letter in my hand. It just says make a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
Oh. I don't want to do that, actually. He's a commoner. I didn't realize, like, spell attack things go up at the level that we're at. So I was like, ugh.
Ronnie has a question.
Right.
I have a thing that I would have
Mhm.
Martyr do, if they can see them, if it's fine. Seeing the...
I would say that at this point you...
within 30 feet?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you definitely see them now.
Great. Okay, I would like to do something, because, again, I don't really know the situation. I just heard yelling, and I heard Infernal Bitch.
For the record, I will describe kind of the area that we're in right now. It is
Okay.
still a dense forest area. There's trees all around. You've probably got like maybe 5 feet of like walking room kind of clearing-ish. Like we're looking at a small quarters and we're kind of around trees. Like it's not...
Yeah,
it's not like an open big old clearing. It's you know...
that does not bother me.
Okay.
Is there a way that I can, like... It's like, so they're right up to each other, so if I cast something that's a ranged spell, it's going to affect...
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say they're probably like, what's the distance on the spell? Because I would say they're probably 3 or 4 feet away from each other right now.
It's a
Right
cone
now.
of 30. I just want to get Arya there if I can help it, but if I can't, then I'm going to cast it anyway.
A cone of 30?
You with a cone of you're probably gonna hit.
With a cone of 30, most
Okay.
definitely.
What damage type is it?
It's not damage. You won't get any damage, it won't be pleasant. Do you have a good wisdom?
Alright.
That's meta, but...
I think so. Do I seem very wise? Yes, a little bit. I seem more wise than average, but not like a prodigy.
But not that wise.
I have a question that's
Yep.
like kind of unrelated to that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
These lords, investigated them earlier.
Mhm.
They were lords of like Shia's way.
Yeah. Shaeth Weiss. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just gonna cast it. I'm gonna hope that you have a good wisdom. Because Martyr's not thinking, and they don't trust this. They're gonna cast Fear at the 3rd level,
Okay.
which I project a phantasmal image of the creature's worst fears, so the two guys will see just their worst fears in front of them. While frightened by the spell, a creature must take a dash action and move away from me to the safest possible route. And I need you to roll a wisdom save.
Can you choose who you can you choose?
It's a cone of 30, so
Okay. And you need me to throw a wisdom save.
yeah.
Okay.
I need to make a wisdom.
I will also need that, yeah.
Boys.
12.
That'll fail.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Front row.
That is a 5.
12's a fail. And then for my
12
other
is a
guy-
fail, then
Both
Ari
12.
fails as well.
They all
fail and see their worst fear projected. So I'll describe what my guys are seeing or doing right now, and what you guys see them doing. It's a projection just for their eyes, correct?
Yeah, no one else can see it.
So first you see Chadwick, he got up from the ground, like he was ready to kind of get tussling with you, if that needed to happen. But you see him kind of like look past you, like almost look through you, and immediately just like eyes wide and just and he like pushes his brother, which is rude, and pushes his brother and just starts like bolting down, like in any way he can get, like he just ran, which rude. And then you see Eli, he was looking at you as well, and then you can kind of just start to feel like he just starts to like feel like you can start to see him like almost like touching his like skin and like looking around and like trying to figure out what like is happening to him, and just an intense like look of fear and like just absolute terror on his face. All the color drains from him, and he also just starts to like slowly back up, obviously because we're not in combat. This is him using the dash motion essentially, like dash action essentially, to run away, because he is seeing his worst fucking fear. So he's gonna bolt probably just back, like as far back as he can get to, probably down to where the townspeople are. And now you can describe what just happened to Ariadani. At failing that.
So does the thing that is the most fear in front, or is it making you the...
It's not me, it's just you. I project a phantasmal image of your worst fears.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to disclose what she sees yet. Y'all gotta work for lore.
Valid.
You have to work for lore.
No. Please.
But you see, like, you see her back. I assume you're behind her?
Probably.
Ari's whole body tenses. Like, her tail is usually, like, swaying back and forth. Like, it full stops. And she just freezes. Like, fight, flight, fawn, freeze. Freeze. You question if she's breathing. And after, like, a couple moments of just frozen, she starts to tremble. And, like, back up from wherever this projection is, because it's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to run away, and just like she also has her, like, her hands up in front of her, like a calm down motion almost, of like, don't hurt me, like trying to calm whatever the hell she's seeing. Yeah, this is a completely different person. You like, who the fuck is this person? From the little bit that you've seen of her at all, this is completely different. Yeah, that's what you see. She doesn't book it because that's not convenient for storytelling. She's just slowly back.
And I will say this, just quick pause. Seeing that you're trembling and whatever, that is exactly when Maud and Gutflip walk in on this scene.
Mm-hmm. Upon, making sure the two guys ran away and seeing Ariadani's response, I'm going to drop the concentration for the spell, which makes the image go away. And I will kind of hesitantly I'll make a little sound to warn them I'm about to touch Ariadani to not jump scare them, and kind of put my hand on the shoulder and be like, I'm so sorry, let's go.
Her head snaps to you,
yeah, I'm sorry, I was trying not to get you, but I just gotta get them away from you. I didn't like what they called you.
That was you.
I'm so sorry.
Don't do it again.
I won't. I'm so sorry.
She's mad.
I know, I'm sorry.
You can tell it's not necessarily pointed at you because she believes what you've just...
Yeah.
I don't know. Tiefling and tiefling, she's like, I believe you. She's just mad that it happened. So if Martyr picks up on the fact that the anger isn't necessarily pointed directly at them, that's good. If not, oops.
They're just nervous. So they're kind of I'm so sorry. Let's get out of here.
Would Martyr's anxiety in this moment immediately assume that it was directed at her? Or is she more of a just generally nervous?
I don't. It's more of she's genuinely just nervous. She's a nervous dog. But I think the situation for her, it's just they feel very because they know how bad a fear spell feels. Mm-hmm. So they just feel objectively really bad it affected them because they also weren't thinking. They just cast it because they're oh fuck, cast it and they're I'm so sorry, get the fuck out of here. So they feel bad.
Mm-hmm. Alabina's
they're not too worried.
Rub Martyr's shoulder, comforting me, being you did the right thing.
Oh.
Maud is going to walk up to Ariadani and in front of her and just stare up into trying to catch her eye, and normally Maud is super bubbly and funny, but she just goes, "Are you all right? Do you need to get away from what we're doing?"
Ariadani was kind of spaced at that point. Once Martyr walked away, she kind of zoned for a second. Not necessarily a full flashback, but a little one, because it was too short of a thing for it to be big. When she hears your voice, she kind of snaps out of it. Mm-hmm. What did you ask again? Sorry.
I asked if you're all right and if you want to go someplace to hang out for a little bit.
We've got luggage to stack. Might as well get back to that.
There.
Just.
If that's what you want, dear, all right, let's go sack some luggage.
Mm-hmm. She just goes. If people care to notice, her tail is no longer swaying back and forth behind her. It's now curled around her leg.
Martyr's is between her legs.
As she works.
Martyr is very sheepishly looking down, just focusing on the luggage, and their tail is between their legs.
So you guys all walked back to the luggage?
Yeah.
All right.
I would have hid the letter as well.
All right.
In my bosom, I don't know.
All right. Is there anything... Oh, right. You wanted to look at anything loose that's tied to the luggage. There isn't anything loose. Do you open pockets? Are you getting into people's luggage?
Not at this point, no. Not after all that.
Not after that. You're not interested in this stuff.
Martyr is kind of keeping their head down. They feel very guilty about scaring their newfound, maybe hopefully friend. So they are sitting with the tail between their legs, putting up the luggage.
Yeah, Ariadani is very different now and is just doing the job. Not looking at anyone, not smiling at anyone, just...
I was gonna ask, would Guckflip and Maud have seen the two elf boys run away?
Yeah, so they probably would have, Chadwick wouldn't have, he ran deeper into the forest and had to loop around, because he's an idiot.
I meant just in general, that they were there.
You walked in just on, Ariadani kind of experiencing that fear, so you would have probably very briefly seen both of them run away, kind of the tail ends of them running away, and I'm gonna say that Eli probably would have ran almost just past you. You just through the trees, you would have absolutely seen him.
Okay, then, Maud is going to find Jerry.
Mm-hmm. He's started helping now. He's back loading up stuff.
Yeah, and she, goes up to Jerry and is like, "Hey, Jerry! Can I talk to you for a sec?"
Yeah, Maud, of course.
Do you happen to know an elf fellow.
Mod, that
Kind of looked like, and pardon my language. Kind of looked like a douchebag.
We don't get too many elves through here, so, I mean, there was those two noble guys yesterday, they kind of looked like douchebags. They were with your friend, and then they left the bar. There's a couple elf, like soldiers? There's a lot of elf soldiers, and some of them kind of look like douchebags.
I feel like it would have been the one that, the sweet little Ari would have been talking to. Do you know what their deal is? Are they bad guys?
No, they've been in town for, I'd say 4 days. Just coming into the bar, hanging out. They were cordial with me. We joked around like buddies, but not just bar goers. Wouldn't say there was anything weird about them.
As a friend, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you ban them from your bar?
Sure. They were shit tippers,
Thank you.
so that's fine.
No questions asked.
All right.
Jerry, ride or die.
Shut up, Jerry.
Jerry is a ride or die guy.
Jerry is a
He
ride or
loves
die.
Jerry.
Jerry's my dog.
Don't even remember what I originally named him. He's Jerry now, and that's it.
If Jerry doesn't join the party by the time I leave this fucking town, we have all failed.
Jerry has a business to run.
No.
No.
We have to respect his...
All right. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you.
No, sounds good, Maud. All right.
And she kind of goes back to the group.
All right, yeah, he's they're kind of finishing. They're like slowly finishing up, loading stuff. And he's like, "All right, I'm gonna head back. Maud, you got a room obviously at the inn, so I'll see you later. You guys need anything from me while I'm still here?
No thanks,
thank
Jerry.
you.
Just
See you
make
tomorrow,
sure
Jerry.
you keep those mint waters coming.
See ya. Absolutely, Maud. All right. See you later." And he goes. So it's starting to get dark right now. You as soldiers, you were instructed to rest and be ready for imminent battle. Guckflip, I mean, you're probably preparing for, I don't know, observation.
I'm going back to my... I'm sleeping in one of the tents.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I'm going back to my tent. I'm reviewing some of my papers and my books and my notes and getting ready for a good night's rest. Because I'm eepy.
I think after, we're, done with the luggage now. It's been a second. Okay, I think, Almabena is gonna approach Ariadani and is gonna be like, "Hey, what was that all back there?"
Straight to the point. No fucking around.
Which part of that are you referring to? She doesn't look at you.
What was going on with those guys?
I hand Amabena the letter. Some bloody git had this in his pocket. Didn't seem very keen on delivering it, despite the urgency written down.
Okay, well, I'm gonna read the letter and then I'm gonna pass it to Martyr to read as well. I'm assuming Martyr followed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read this out loud just for the context of the listeners.
Can I, just for the
for
context of the party not having to explain it to me fucking later, say I'm still here? Are me and Maud still here involved in this
you're
conversation?
hanging out.
Okay.
I don't
you
know.
actually
Almabena would not want to talk to you. Almabena doesn't like you.
Oh, okay.
you actually didn't leave to go back to your thing. You were just there.
So
Maud's kind of not awkwardly, but just kind of standing around waiting for a chance to speak to Ariadani.
Yeah, I'm gonna just read the letter out loud for those who are listening. Dear Vostadrin, I beg you, do not send your soldiers into war. You must speak to me. Visit me at my keep in Shaeth Weiss. Please, the Queen and King won't let me speak of this. Lord Weasneros. That is the same letter, obviously, you got last time. I just changed the wording a little bit to sound better, because last time it was improv. This time, written down.
Martyr will read the letter once it's handed to them. And I would like to make note that they are not looking at Ariadani. They are keeping their eyes down. But they will hand the letter over to Guckflip after they finish reading it.
I read the letter.
You guys are mid-conversation.
I know.
He didn't seem quite keen on urgently delivering this letter as it seems to need to be. So I thought, travelling around the city, might as well.
I mean, I appreciate that. It does seem to need to be delivered. I mean, I don't want to go to war, so...
Marta just kind of pipes up after Ada says that and goes, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna survive war.
Well, I would make sure you would.
I mean, it's a war.
I'm not sure why he didn't want to deliver it. He seemed very adamant on not delivering it. He was relieved to see that I hadn't yet.
Seems like royal fuckery.
Yeah. Wish I'd tired him out more.
I'm not going to try and understand that.
Considering his urgency, I think that we should possibly deliver this to where it needed to go. I want to, mainly out of spite, because he didn't.
Note on the name Vostradrin, both of you recognize this name, obviously, as a high general in the army. You know who he is. You wouldn't necessarily, you'd know he's a part of the army because of General Vostradrin, but you know who he is exactly. You have seen his face.
Mm-hmm. Oi, you two are soldiers. You probably know more about where this is supposed to go than I do.
Yeah. I think you should come along because you had more to say about the guys who were supposedly supposed to deliver.
Well, because I know them better.
Yeah.
Don't
You're the
know
one
them-
speaking to them, I didn't.
There wasn't a lot of speaking involved. Something wrong with you, Windy boy?
No, I just had something in my throat.
We should probably get that delivered right away.
It seems quite important.
So you're wanting me to go with because I know them. I know more about the situation because of the whole outburst thing? Alright. That makes sense. Because I can't say I know them well. Well, I know one of them well.
You know them a sight better than I do.
It wasn't much of a sight, love.
Elvina at this point is like kind of willfully ignoring all of the...
Do you think we should bring back the general, maybe?
Yes.
Let him know that whoever he gave it to deliver it didn't want to deliver it.
Yes,
I know
exactly.
his name too, because he tried to flaunt it, thinking it made him cooler. Suppose we should do that.
Alright, so you guys go to the general's tent. You follow.
Yeah.
You know where it is. They know where it is.
I'm here for the tea at this point.
You've met this man. You've
Yeah.
had conversations with him. You've tried to interview him to his reluctance, just so you know. Just so we're all aware.
I'm here for the tea. I'm here for the lore. I'm
It
here
seems
for the
we've collected
deeds.
a windy pat. Lost puppy dog following us around.
Well, actually, he's been here.
I've been here the whole
The whole
time.
time. Following us around like a lost pup.
And Maud, you're also following?
Yeah. She's seeing everyone going. I was like, alright. Like,
I'm definitely like, come on, Mom.
oh, thank you, little Flip.
Alright, so you guys walk up to the general's tent. It's this large circular tent. It seems that there is like a torch lit in it. That took you about 20 minutes to get there, just so we're all aware. Maybe 30 for the short-legged ones over here.
Whoa.
You have tiny legs. It's not my fault. You made your character short. It takes longer to walk places.
It's not my fault that this camp is made for tall people.
Well,
My walking
This is
speed is
discouraging.
actually
You decided
40.
to be short.
I'm a speedy
you know,
boy.
what's
Damn.
people's walking speed?
What's my walking speed?
My walking speed?
I'm 25 feet.
Yeah, mine's 25.
30, but plus 10 on the first turn
see.
of combat.
Oh.
30.
Yeah, 30. So normal walking speed, 30. You guys get there in probably 20 minutes. Maud is like booking it. Maud's getting there.
Turtle.
But
why is
she's
the
slowing
fucking
down.
turtle
Yeah,
so
I
fast?
don't know,
I
Mom.
love it. I love it.
She's slowing down for you guys out of courtesy. But Gutflip is like, help. Trying to keep up.
Guys, wait up.
But you all get there in due time. And so there's the torch light coming out through the little front tent area. Do you enter?
What's the tent equivalent of knocking?
What is the tent equivalent of knocking?
Yeah, how
Slapping
how
it?
structurally
Just
stressed.
Just like fucking
It's like
slapping
muslin
it.
fabric, so you're like,
Just like, just like slap the side of the tent from outside. It's like, hey!
I'm gonna say...
Wait.
Sorry, go ahead.
Martyr's gonna out loud go, knock knock.
Yes.
Without waiting, Ari just goes, Mr. General, I I think of something you need to see and just opens it. I don't give a fuck.
He is,
I'm not military.
So him and General Oakenthorn, who is your regiment leader, and another general by the name of General Bonefinger. Pick that name from the little list of names.
That's an unfortunate name.
Yeah, Bonefinger is a dwarf, and then you've got two wood elven generals. Vostradrin, he is visibly more like larger. He's taller. He looks stronger. He also is younger than Oakenthorn. Just his hair is longer, probably like I would say just below shoulder length. But he's got it tied up behind his head right now, and he's got a bit of a scruff running, and he looks tired AF because war. He goes, "Who dares enter my tent?"
Hi there!
I don't think you care to know my name. I found this on some bloke who's throwing his name around recklessly, thinking he's all that.
What would I have need for a letter from some random? Throw that slang in there.
I did read it. It's addressed to you. It seemed very urgent. It's about the war.
He takes the letter from your hand. He comes around the table and then takes the letter from your hand. Only in that a letter addressed to him, like, there are very few people who know his name outside of royalty. So if it's addressed to him, like, likelihood is that it's going to be. He takes it. He does say, you can wait outside.
She, shrugs and goes outside.
Great.
I guess.
Is there a way Almabella can, peek?
Yeah, you've been peeking in this whole time. You've been watching this interaction. I think all of you probably are outside the door, stacked up, you stacked up on top of each other.
Oh, yeah.
He reads it, obviously, and then he goes, "All right, come on back in."
She returns.
I like to imagine that him reading it was akin to that scene in Ratatouille where the guy reads the, and so when he finds out the linguine isn't, he's like, he gets more intense as he gets further down.
It's a short letter.
I know.
And your friends can come in too.
We awkwardly waddle in.
Alright, you lot.
You walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got like Snow White and the Seven
More
Dwarfs.
people than he expects walks in.
No, he knew exactly how many people were out there. You guys aren't subtle. How did you come into possession of this?
You don't want to know.
I do.
I pegged the man. Dead, straight face, just full on. I pegged him.
He processes that information. The look of not regret, but just you could see he's frustrated with that answer. Clearly that's not what he was asking you.
Seeing the frustration, I pegged him, searched his pockets for coin, found that.
Thank you. Who was he?
Eli, and then I say the last name that you said that I didn't write down.
Drondrelur.
Thank you.
He doesn't recognize that name. Do you know how he came into possession of it?
No, I didn't care to ask.
Must have been a messenger then.
I will say, though, once he discovered that I had it, he pulled me aside and tried to ambush me to get it back. Adamant that I didn't get it to you.
Didn't?
Hmm.
And you know, the rest of you? What do you know about this?
I heard him calling my friend here some not so kind things, so I ran up and I scared him to get him off of them, and I saw him yelling at them for wanting the letter back.
He had a knife.
And an incompetent accomplice.
He's staring at Gutflip, who he recognizes, and is like, "How'd you get involved with this lot?"
I'm here for moral support.
All right.
He's a lost pup.
And you saw?
I saw them running away.
Okay. And he looks at the turtle, Maud, who he knows is the lady who helps Jerry in the bar, because he's come and grabbed soup from her before, or he's had people delivered to him, but he knows who you are. And he goes, "And you? You weren't at the bar helping Jerry?"
Yes, I was helping Jerry, and I met these wonderful youngins, And if you want more of a description, I spoke to Jerry, and he said that they have been here for 4 days, which, in my opinion, is more than enough time to deliver a letter. And he might have more of a description for you, but I believe that him and he was with someone else are wood elves, if that gives you any help.
We're right next to wood elf territory. I am a wood elf. There's a lot of them. Doesn't really narrow it down.
Pardon my language, but I believe the description I gave Jerry to identify them was, and again, excuse my French or an equivalent language. I don't know if French is a real language here. I believe they look very douchebag-esque.
I can also agree.
I can confirm that.
Yeah.
They were nobles.
They were nobles.
Looked like it.
Lots of coin.
Huh. What? Well, operating that Lord Wesneros wanted me to receive this much earlier than now. He's processing that information, obviously. I cannot stop the war. It is already in motion. If I'd gotten this 4 days ago, well, changes might have been able to be made. But, what I can only do now is, well, we go to war tomorrow.
Well, how long does it take to get there? You're young. You could probably run.
It takes nearly 3 days of travel to get to Shaeth Weiss from here.
Ooh, oh no.
So no.
Mage who can cast sending.
I have sending.
Do you know anyone over there that you can send it to?
No, I suppose not.
I repeat, do you have a mage who knows how to cast sending? Or do you feel you're competent enough with a spell scroll?
I wouldn't,
I
I don't trust magic to carry this kind of message, and I don't think that Lord Wesneros did either.
I suppose that's true with the letter and all.
Yeah.
Do you have something that...
So...
do you have one of those newfound kid technologies of, sending stones?
The range would be too short.
No, there's no range on sending stones.
Really?
Yeah.
What is a sending stone?
There are 2 rocks that are linked, and you can basically, just use sending with each of them. If you've got one and you're way over there and I've got one,
well,
I can just cast sending via
he
the
wouldn't
rock
have
to you.
one to the... Wesneros and him wouldn't have direct communication like that. Alright, well...
I have a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
What about sending a party of people or a messenger to bring it to Westeros?
Well, that's what I'm thinking, but I can't... Alright. He's looking at you, he's making an assessment of you, of this group of people. He's looking at this ragtag misfits.
I think we could do it.
You can see his hesitancy because this is a kind of man who has only ever trusted the people close to him, and also only ever trusted a type of people, and none of you are that type of person, with maybe the exception of Gugflip. Yeah, it's wealth based.
Can we?
Okay, I was like,
Okay. Can we tell that he's not trusting of us?
Roll an insight. Yeah, roll an insight.
I will also roll insight.
yeah, me too.
17.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I got
Insight.
like a 5.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Oh, I got a 3.
7.
Okay, no.
neither
You
of
two
us
don't,
have
but
shit.
you do. And I think maybe because he is looking at you more than the others, because you were the one who came, obviously, with this letter, it seems a bit... there's a situation that's, happening where he has to make a decision that is very largely affected, but he also needs to do so quickly.
Well, if it means anything, we came here right away. As soon as I knew he wasn't trying to get it to you, I got it to you as soon as I could.
And I don't know if it's much help,
If
but
that helps.
I spent a lot of my life, me and my sibling here spent a lot of our lives in a library, so I know a lot about the world and traveling and everything.
Oh, sweet.
Trying to prove your competence, love.
Very sweet. Okay.
I don't think I need to prove that.
Well,
You look like a tiny little tiefling from Dieso Direct here who's never seen the world. No, he doesn't say that. He doesn't say that.
Clocked.
well, I can say for one thing that I've been all over this place, and I know my way around good.
Okay. He'll like, he rubs his scruffy beard, and he'll go, all right. I can't afford to send anybody else right now with the war being so close. So, all right. And he like gets up from the like seat that he was sitting on the other side of the table. He goes around and he grabs like a piece of parchment and paper and he writes out a note and he seals it with wax and then in another thing and seals it with wax because you were the one who fucking opened the letter, so he doesn't trust you to not open it. So he did it twice so that you can think through your actions the second time. In like an envelope style situation. And he writes this up and he goes, all right, you two were soldiers. He's looking at Martyr and Elmabena. You two were my soldiers. I will speak to, actually, Oakenthorn is there. Oakenthorn, I hope you don't mind giving up 2 soldiers for tomorrow. And Oakenthorn will literally just like shrug. Oakenthorn doesn't give a fuck.
Martyr and I were not the best specimens.
Yeah, like he's looking at you both and he's like, was there really a loss here? Not really. Sorry, Oakenthorn is not a nice guy.
I'm Professor bummed about missing it, so...
I trust that, he looks at Maud. He doesn't know your name, but he's like, I trust that you and Guckflip will be able to guide them, because Guckflip, just so you know, you've seen.
He knows.
You've seen.
Who I am.
Yeah, you are a noble. You've been to places, and you've seen Shaeth Weiss once in your youth.
Yeah.
So
and like I definitely in our prior meetings told him who my family is and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how you would have gotten
exactly
here. There's something about you that seems capable, and just don't go looking into other people's things without permission.
If you give me a gist of what the letter says, I'll leave it alone. I'm a curious one.
It is but a request for more information. And a confirmation that I will come see him as soon as I am able.
Alright.
And then he's gonna look at the bunch and kind of be holding the letter. He's clearly unsure of who to give it to.
Maud holds out her hand.
We all hold out our fucking
You
hands.
hold out your hands.
I definitely do.
There was a smirk on Arya's face, and then the other two did it, and then like a little scowl that there was more people who held out their hand.
Martyr immediately puts their hand down, seeing them scowl.
I think that in this moment, he trusts, I think of all of you, he actually trusts Maud maybe the most. He's had annoying moments with you, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Everybody fucking has.
But there's something about the way that Ariadani holds his attention, like with her eyes, that he's like respecting in sort of a power dynamic kind of way. So he is going to hand it to her.
Height privileges, motherfuckers.
And on some level, it's height. You are speaking to like a 6'2" wood elf right now, who is taller than you, but he's still like of the people here. You know, you're holding eye contact. Maud, you gotta look really down, so it's, you know.
Yeah.
And so he does hand it to you, and he goes, I am trusting you with this. and I'm trusting all of you with this. Should you want to leave now, you can. I'll provide you with the cart. But I actually think it'd be safer to go under the guise of protecting the carts that are leaving tomorrow for NORAD, who are also going forward to Sheath Weiss with the luggage.
If our cart has the markings of the other ones, we can say we're scouting the road to make sure it's safe for the rest of the load. Win-win.
That's very true. All right, I'll have it done. I'll have it done. And so then he will he'll summon for he will send Oakenthorn, even though Oakenthorn clearly does not want to do. We'll send Oakenthorn to go relay that message and get a cart made up. They have extras. It's the military. They have traveling
Overfunding.
carts. Yeah. It's just like
Is Tadpole the United States of
Tadpole, no. You're in Tadpole, but this is a Kiamoria army.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the Kiamoria military that you're seeing right now. This is a foreign occupation. Anyway. And so he'll have that done. You have probably, I'll give you you can sense it's about half an hour until you are either leaving or you will leave in the morning should you decide to change your minds. But yeah.
Sorry.
We leave in the morning.
It's almost like, I don't know what the equivalent time is because I haven't figured that out, but it's 11 p.m. It's almost night, midnight. You guys haven't slept in a while. Yeah?
You said that it would take us 3 days, or it's supposed to take 3 days to get there, and the war is happening in the morning?
Yeah. This is an ongoing war. This isn't the first battle that's happened. This war has moved its way through Tadpole, through small villages in Tadpole, and this is just the next one it is at. Each of those villages, it has spent days, if not months, holding siege and controlling. The Kiamorian army is efficient and is effective. They are well renowned that you guys would know this, especially you being studying history and war, and you would just know by virtue of just being a person who lives here in Sigri. The Kiamorian military is the best, supposedly. It is almost a miracle that they are being so slowly pushed back and beat by the Esserini army, which indicates something. But there is, so it's not necessarily a time crunch on getting there. You don't, but there is the longer it takes, the more active war is happening, the more deaths that occur, the more sieges held, the more, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Thank you.
Think about that.
Alright. Well, I don't know about you four, but I am ready to go to bed. So how about we all go to sleep, and then early in the morning, let's join the carts and be on our way.
I agree.
Yeah, the carts, they were looking at leaving probably, whatever the equivalent of 9 a.m. is-ish. That's probably more 11 o'clock around the 36-hour time, maybe even 12 o'clock 36-hour time. You only need 8 hours of sleep, so you can get up and leave at 7:30, right? It's 11-ish right now.
Okay,
Again, it's where I'm using a 24-hour clock time, but it's a 36-hour day, which I have to figure out.
Luggage on our cart, or
you probably should, but there's a lot of barrels and bags around that you can very easily you might be stealing bags from random soldiers, but
Martyr also.
Whatever. You also have your own luggage. Yeah. You have luggage.
Martyr also has their suitcase that they because they bring that big trunk of dresses.
No, exactly. So you guys will have your own luggage as well. Gutflip definitely has his own luggage. Yeah. He's got books and shit he's brought.
And I can go collect some more.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty sure the two idiots just ran away from where I know they're staying.
Yeah. So are we having a short rest, long rest? What are we doing?
Long rest.
Long rest.
Yeah. Sorry. As we walk out, I'm gonna kind of go up to Ariadani. I go, would you like to stay in my room for the night?
would I have a room? I think?
Yeah, you already... I mean, I assume you already have one. You've been here. Unless you got here today, to which then you can decide that and make that decision.
I could say that I spent one night here already.
Okay, yeah.
So
So
I've
you
been here very
have...
long.
You probably have a room either at Jerry's bar or at the inn, the sleeping den or the sleeper's den. I will say, though, it will take you guys 20 minutes to get back into town. That cuts down on, like, you have to leave later in the day tomorrow morning. Again, you have a lot of time, 36-hour day, 8-hour sleep.
I was planning on going to the inn anyway.
Okay.
Because they just left their room unattended.
Yeah.
And
you have your shit there, so, yeah.
No, I wouldn't have brought any shit. I would have gone to their room and then...
Oh, you mean the room of the...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Now that I genuinely don't give a fuck and they ran that way, and I assume kept running because, oh no, shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
I'm just going to raid their shit.
They left town. They packed up.
I'm going to raid a noble's room.
Okay. So,
So in that case, with what mods... I appreciate the offer, love, but I do have a room of my own. I'm going to pack my things and other things. And I'll see you in the morning.
All right. I just wanted to know if you wanted company, but you have a lovely sleep. Good night, my dear. And she kind of toddles off.
We are gonna, before we cut to you being at the inn, we're gonna cut to Guckflip, Maud, Martyr, and Amabina. I assume you guys obviously have bunks. Are you just heading back there? Like, is there anything you three want to do? Because I assume Maud's, she's started walking back. She's going back. Yeah.
I'm going back to my tent.
You're going back to your tent?
Back to my tent.
Great. You two?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like...
Martyr's gonna make a little comment to Amabena, being like, I'm so excited I don't have to wear this stupid soldier's outfit anymore.
I know, you guys can now put on your real outfits and not soldier's, like, uniform tomorrow.
Oh, Martyr's so excited. Oh, frilly dress.
Very good. And you guys are going back to your...
Yeah, we go to bed.
Great, you're going to bed. So let's cut to the sleeper's den. You have just walked into their room. I will say this, they did pack up like everything that they kind of had there. You can, of course, search. And
I assume they were in a rush, so they had to have forgotten some bits and bobs.
Entirely possible.
I'm gonna search.
Great. Just roll an investigation check. We'll see. Good.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dude, what is up with your dice tonight?
Okay, so you search through stuff. You're looking at like a double room. They slept in the same room. Why? They probably could have afforded different ones, but maybe they're like bros. Who knows? You're looking at like a double bed, like two double bed situation. There's a little couch. It was like kind of more like a lounger kind of in the side. Looking through the lounger, you're seeing like a few bits of bobs, like coins, so you can add 15 gold pieces to your... Robbing these guys has made you like pretty wealthy, I would say.
This is my first time ever playing a character that robs people. So you said 15?
Yeah, I say 15 because you're just finding like odds and ends. What you do find in the bedside drawer is a gold ring with a hematite stone. Worth about 60 gold pieces. And you know what? I'll even give you this too, because you rolled a dirty 20. And what you do find that seems to be like under the bed, like it clearly fell off of their, maybe like they were wearing it or maybe it was in their pocket, is a silver necklace with a small emerald stone. It's probably worth about 200 gold pieces. And that is kind of what you found. I will say the silver necklace looks so ornate and small. You think that this was probably not, like, theirs, but maybe a gift they had for somebody else, unless they maybe, I don't know, were holding on to something.
Silver necklace, just silver necklace?
Silver necklace with gold, with a small emerald stone in it. It's probably worth about, a wealthy merchant will give you 200, a more stingy one will give you about 150 gold pieces. Emerald goes for hash monies.
Hash money.
You know what emerald looks really good with? Pink.
Ooh. You also do find like bits and bobs, like a shirt here and there. Maybe they left like their toothbrush somewhere, like, that kind of stuff, but not anything more of value unless you want their clothes. Yeah.
Not particularly.
Then yeah, you've pretty much cleaned out that room.
Look it up.
But I would say that's a pretty little find. So you go to your room and you sleep?
Yeah.
Great. This is a great time for a little breaky. So we'll take a quick break. This was episode 2, part 1 of the Nations of Nine campaign. Thanks for listening.
Woo!
Celebrate!
Yeah.
I got the players to do a little introduction so that you guys could meet them, put voices to voices, voices to characters. So, yeah, that is the following. And we'll be putting out episodes twice a week, ideally. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. And I hope you'll come back next week, next time we go into the Maelstrom.
Hi there! My name's Harley. My pronouns are he and she. I play Ariadani, the tiefling ranger who uses she, her pronouns. And you can find me on any socials I happen to have at Curie Oddities.
Hey nerds! My name is Nyla. My pronouns are she, they. I play Maud, who is a turtle monk, and uses she, her pronouns, but you can just call her Maud. And you can find me on Instagram at Nyla_Gaduso.
Hi all, my name is Ronnie. I use they, them pronouns, and I play Martyr, the tiefling fathomless warlock, who uses any pronouns. And you can find me on TikTok or Instagram or anywhere else under rad.ghouls.
Hello, my name is Madison. I use any pronouns. I play Almabena Goldkettle, the dwarf rogue who uses she, her pronouns.
Hey everybody, my name is Scout. I use any pronouns. I play Guckflip, the gnome wizard who's really nerdy, and he uses he, him pronouns. You can find me almost anywhere at Scout_Lawrence_. Go.
I have to go?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know what to say, though.
What's up, fucker? I'm God.
I am God. I am but the omniscient being who controls this world and designs its creatures. Okay.
And does all the fucking work for this podcast.
And I put in hours. Was it good? And I'm Male. I'm the Game Master, Dungeon Master, World Master. Oh, and you can find me at mael.o'neill on Instagram, and on TikTok, it's maelstrom.o'neill, and on all the other social medias, just follow the podcast, which is Into the Maelstrom _ vary per platform. So just figure it out. Editing Mail here to say I'll be putting all of the links to the socials, or at least the tags to the socials, in the description below. So check them out there. See you next week.